up against the Indiana Pacers. They're 2-0 and we're 3-0. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and finish this. Get something to eat right quick.
Shooting guard, Buddy Hield. At center, Miles Turner. At the other guard position, Tyrese Halliburton. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle.
From the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey is able to play either guard spot. He says it's just basketball IQ and feel of the game. I pride myself on being a basketball player, being able to do both. I know when James is not in the game and I have the ball in my hands, to create for myself and for others. Kevin?
Nice to have that versatility, isn't it, David? Thank you. Let's swing out Indiana's starting lineup. We got Buddy Hield. Smith is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Duarte in the small forward position. And for the 76ers, on the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Harrison at the small forward. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for all the last 5 seasons. With Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
Now here's Hield. Pass to Duarte. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton outside. Lock at 6. Over Harden. getting the finish. Maxey against Teal. And he hits it, and it's half on the play. Three-point possibility to get the free throw.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Halliburton passes it to Smith. Here's Duarte. And to Philadelphia, unable to get that ball away with all the contact.
You know, most 38 personnel picks are one and done. Team foul.
But Chris Duarte took a different pass in his collegiate career.
One junior foul.
And he has to shoot their first free throw here tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
And that one goes in. Two from the line that time. And just about a minute into the first quarter. The Lions in the Celtics possession.
Indiana ball.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. They kick out to Hill. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
3-point.
You gotta expect this from a high volume shooter with range like Hill. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Here's Tucker. Played into the ice to Tucker.
Once he got to the 10, he was surprised to find himself that wide open. Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
Back to Halliburton. The shot that time, not on target. Now the 76ers take it the other way. With it, picked up by Turner. Off to a good start. He hits his first shot attempt.
Points, the beard, playing tough.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Passes it to Turner. To the inside. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. The last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They shot the lights out on the really stretched out the defense. And now, tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did last time.
Here's Halliburton. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Duarte, guarded by Harris. The shot no good by Duarte.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Hunt. And he converts the lane. No more early in the season here. The team's Greg beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Hill. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Hill's on fire.
Excellent concentration by Hill, taking the contact and still getting the shot to fall.
Here's Hunt. Down it goes for his third basket. He's going to try.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton kicks to Hill. Pass to Duarte. Smith outside. Here's the pass to Halliburton. Just time on the clock. Turner trying to free himself up. And it's Halliburton missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shots good by Turner.
Simply overpowers the full defense. Turner's strength is of great value for his team.
So Goga Bitadze is checked in for Miles Turner. Jackson comes in for Jalen Smith. And it's TJ McConnell in for Harvard. That's short season. And Harvard was the first player to average 45 points and 7 assists in a season.
Yeah, that was in the 2018-19 season. The same year he was also the first player to score at least 30 points against every other team. No one had done that since the NBA standard in 2004.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Philadelphia gets their last shot to go. That's the Jackson of 15 forward. And the Pacers with another bucket.
The guys are moving the ball, sharing it, and makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by McConnell. And let's get your two guys on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Second team foul. At the line.
He throws good. Here we are, Greg, looking at the Indiana Pacers. They've been looking for a star player to lead the way. Have they found it?
It's so tough for the small market teams like them to acquire this type of talent. They know they have to draft well and develop their players within the program. Hopefully they'll be able to mold some of these young ones into stars moving forward.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Count that bucket.
Hammering away at it inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pacers trail by 6. McConnell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bitadze. He's defended by Hill. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming out.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they have a legit cheerleader, but there's only a year limit in Indy, and with young talents like Charles Allen and Ben McLeod, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Brissett has checked in for Goga Bitadze. So the Trailblazers only some will retain possession here.
It's a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal. That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to McConnell. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Melton. And it's McConnell with the rebound. He feeds it to Jackson. Rua. And McConnell gets the assist.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
That's enough. The first quarter all wrapped up. It's been an exciting game so far. Philadelphia ahead.
19. The Pacers. 18.
And some national look as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's did you take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Harrison and Embiid are not in the first position. Heading out there with no distraction. And it's Korkmaz with the whistle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. That was the 2K drive. As that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
How about for the 76ers ball? And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Harden. He picked up 18 points in the last one against San Antonio.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and powering them to the assist.
And here's McConnell over Harden. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Here's Harris. A shot missing. Good work defensively by Turner.
Season after season, it seems like Tobias Harris only proves himself more in value.
He's one of those blue guys. Stick him into almost any line and he can contribute. Points, rebounds, assists. assist, whatever you need, and that's what makes him a precious commodity.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Indiana. Another race by Philadelphia.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Terrific assist. Nice finish. Solid play all around.
We lower the badness again, man.
Off an assist.
And the 76ers call time here. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, Holmes still shot Tony Halliburton from the 12.
What a sea of development has been. He broke his record in college. That scared some teams away, but Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Indiana trailing here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And then Hield on the top.
You can't take Hewlett's athleticism lightly, especially if he's looking to slash his way inside.
Shot from 6. Nice shot by Tucker.
You gotta keep the lead, guys. Keep the lead, man. Keep the lead. You can't keep making them get lead, man.
Each team knows they can win this game.
D.
Catch that moment.
Halliburton pass it to Smith. Out that way. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all we can do.
Yeah, when the game is at the break like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
That's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
So, time here in the first for Indiana.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode.
Win mode.
And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get the win for the finals.
And that's the Philadelphia 76ers. ENT, everybody.
Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Next, you get Halliburton. Pass to Hield over Harris. Hield can hit. Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future for a team like the 76ers?
No, you should have 100% focus on the year in that because players like that develop around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all your bets and try and get it done while you're in the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from that.
That's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers, they have all done the same thing. They went into win now mode.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
They haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to happen.
That one jumps for him.
And giving up some inches inside that makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is. Willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Inside. Here's Maxey. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Outside Turner. McConnell scanning the floor. 9 feet out. And Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes him outstanding, and his awareness of when to go for the block.
Halliburton kicks the heel. Smith trying to break loose. Heel and hit.
And he missed some overhead coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Harris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 7. Ray, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are rolling, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds and assists. So, there's no doubt that you can have winning players on the team.
And Philadelphia calls time to
And back in 2021, what a crazy stat there. 17 rebounds and 20 blocks. That's the 4th time somebody's reached those numbers in a game.
catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harrell, he's checked in for PJ Tucker. G. Scribo comes in for Tobias Harris. Anthony Melton in for Maxey. Halliburton outside. The pass to be Johnson. McConnell in the corner. Over Holton. A putback. Pass to McConnell. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. That's good. The Philadelphia Hornets are down to 5 on the bucket for Matazzi.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Three sets checked in. The ball moving by the 76ers. Now, here's Melton. He right out. Lays it up off the glass. Melton's got 4 points now in the quarter. Halliburton outside. Over Harden. No good on the last second attempt there. And so is the Philadelphia 76ers. Headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Mike and David will be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And in one stretch here, they were up by 6. And that'll about...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Turner's out there with Smith. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Duarte hit the 3, the small forward. And nice shot by Harris.
Good work following the miss. You can't overlook the rebounding ability of Harris.
Smith outside. Outside Turner. Passes it to Halliburton. That ball, nice speed that time from Turner. Halliburton's got his second best.
Sweet pass from Turner. And he's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Harden finds Harris. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
There's a way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And looking at that replay again, just a big time block right there.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the against Turner. The dish to Hield. Over Maxey. Offline from the top of the key.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And the Pacers finished 3 fouls in 7 games. Their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young. And with that comes Ron Bennett.
Oh, an impressive triple drive. The replay brought to you by Mobile One.
He's catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
And the Pacers ball time here. And last season, a tough one. Indiana with their lowest shooting percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I love how they approach the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, hitting for the future.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Halliburton. Good on the bucket. Halliburton's got 6.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident in everything he does.
Harden can't hit.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
The shot no good by Duarte. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. will take on the Raptors and tomorrow. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 games that year. So for me, it was the most special to them because they played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and you believe in yourselves.
Watch Miles, he's Joe Green for the 76ers. Shane Milton comes in for James Harden.
They are just killing it on the interior.
McConnell finds Hield. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really control the inside.
Hilton. There's Korkmaz, and the shot goes in. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
Defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Duarte. He's got 5. On a three from Turner for 2. And they recover it. And he could not get it down to go. Out of contact, leading it over the line for 2. Pacers have shot 5 of 6 in the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of team injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7. Like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit.
Yes or no answer. Too many games in 82 in the regular season should be less than
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove that down.
Shake Milton.
Throw good. Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Korkmaz. Brissett has checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Hield. All free throws good for Milton.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pacers trail by 12. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. Measures not just makes and misses, but the arc and the depth, and the left and right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters, help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
They have been more dominant in this game. It's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Back to Melton. The shot. They get the rebound. There's Harold. It's tipped. Here's Brissett. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Duarte passes to Jackson. No good off the back of the rim.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touch by Halliburton. This is checked in for the 76ers.
Philadelphia Sixers. Tobias Harris.
55 seconds left in the third. And there's Harold. That's good on the assist from Tobias Harris. Harold's got his first 2 points of the night. Pacers trail by 14. Halliburton passing to Duarte. Here's Brissett. Sweet little floater.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Waters can really do but shake their heads.
76ers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Down low. About 7 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. Fires the three. Brissett, no good. Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's Martin. Misses from close range. Here's Itaxe with 4 seconds on the clock, and he's hit the layup. Itaxe's got his second bucket.
Great recognition of the mismatch and using this smaller defender turnaround.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such good ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Harrison and Reed are manning the post position. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Korkmaz with the three. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Halliburton, and he lays it straight in.
He doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And another great look at the 2K drop.
You can just sense his determination. Trying to do anything he can to keep this game moving. He just kind of sits to the side and lets him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Hill can't hit.
Well, they did better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the shot goes in for Embiid. Embiid's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. And so is Halliburton, who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. It's Duarte from downtown. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. The 76ers making a change here. Tucker's checked in. The Pacers also with the sub. Smith is checked in. A few possessions in the fourth quarter, just over that way. Philadelphia leading by 14. That one is good. He's only missed one shot. His 16th on the floor.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan.
76ers
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Albert using that team to cause trouble.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers? Good on the second free throw. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Maxey kicks it to Tucker. Oh boy, it comes out there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for
That
Philadelphia,
one is off.
PJ Tucker. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Pacers trail by 15. Hill with it. Maxey covering. Here's Duarte. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Halliburton passes to Smith. He kicks it to Hill. Looking to get back on track here. Great positioning on the putdown.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
And that one's good. Maxey. And that's 15 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And he
Here's Duarte, guarded by Harris. Maxey against Heel. The pass to Halliburton. Back to Heel. Shot clock at 5. Over Maxey. Heel with the bucket.
Buddy Hield.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Harris. That's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Duarte. Second chance shot, and it's finished off inside by Smith.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
For three, Harris. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Halliburton. The shot misses. 15 by Embiid. Harden outside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Taking the difficult, way easy, for James Harden guys taking contact, making the basket.
Philadelphia leading by 15. And a miss there off the inbound. Halliburton against Harris. Fires from the line. And it's Halliburton missing. The series have taken around 6 and 9. The field goal attempt since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. It calls for his 2nd bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack. If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Halliburton pass to Duarte. That shot off the mark. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And this is what they want. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement game for Philadelphia.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, one team has to be happy that this wasn't a big loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again this one. A terrific night for James Harden.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Passes Duarte. Will it go? And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First personal foul.
No good on that. And it's a completely new group here for
The
Philadelphia.
line for the Pacers. Tristan.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Pass to House. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And it's Indiana's ball. Here's Neesmith. It's tipped. Here is House. The pass to Korkmaz. And he overshot that one, missing. So it's the 76ers winning this one easy. This team made the sorry we really see it. Never appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
I know that fans appreciate it. We saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. From an offensive standpoint as well, they were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thanks very much, Jake.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Ito din yung
Alright guys, we won against the Pacers. We got 4 more games left, man, before we end October. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 14 games in November. So that's a good thing, man. We got 14 games in November, man. But we're going up against the Toronto Raptors 2 times. So hopefully we can win both of them and keep going. Stuff like that. But we are 4-0. The Hawks are 3-0. So I'm trying my best to win every single 2K I play, man. This is the first time I ever played 2K23. And this is always going to be the first time. I ain't going to play it no more than 1 time every single year. But yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. To post every day, every week when I have free time. Catch you guys.